Hello and welcome to IIABCAL Voices. I'm your host, James Lott Jr. And of course, as you know, I've been in the insurance business for over 11, 12 years. And then I left to come to Hollywood. And then I came back to insurance with Hollywood. And this is what I've been doing here on this wonderful podcast, talking to people in this wonderful insurance industry. And I want to thank all the folks who are not in the industry who've been watching the podcast and saying they're enjoying the stories. And maybe if you need some of their help, you'll go to them. Well, it's also February. And we're doing Valentines month, of course. It's all about love. But it's about love and business. And sometimes it works together. Yes, it does. It works together. And I have another couple. We have some great couples this month. We have another amazing couple. They are the president and CEO, respectively, of United Western Insurance Brokers Agents here in Los Angeles. We have also offices in Seattle. I love Seattle. I like the weather better down here, of course. And they had separate kind of insurance careers, but they came together. So we're going to talk about that, about them, their business, all kinds of stuff. I'm so happy to have them on the show with me today, Dana and Gina Coates. How are you guys?
We're terrific.
We're great.
Thank
We're
you very
doing
much
well.
for inviting us. We're happy to be here.
Well, it's
Yeah.
my pleasure. And I just love Dana's glasses. I wear glasses, but they're off right now because I have to, because now I'm old now, I guess. I have to wear glasses away from the computer, but I have to wear glasses. I'm trying to figure it all out.
Yeah. I
James,
know.
these are the types of glasses that filter out the blue light. So it's just a lot easier on my eyes throughout the day, you know?
I have some of those too. Actually, I have some of those too for my phone and stuff. It's just crazy the things you need for your eyes.
Yeah. The older we get.
And can you believe that it is already February of 2021?
I can't believe it.
And we're celebrating Valentines.
Yeah.
With my Valentine.
She's like, okay, I guess so. After all these years, you can be my Valentine, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what's funny is we've been married for 37 years and nobody ever even thought that would happen. But we have not only had a great life together, but we've also really enjoyed doing business together, and we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we do.
So how does that work? Because you are partners in life, partners in business. How's that work for you guys?
Well, it works really well today. In the beginning, it was a little. Well, first of all, we've always been in the insurance business.
Right.
I mean, that we met that way. But I never wanted to work with Dana.
And I never wanted to work with her.
I worked at other agencies. I was at Bolton and Company for 17 years, and I was so happy there. I loved it. That was my place. That was my family, and
how did they treat you?
And they were great. They were fantastic. But
now I asked that on purpose because she is so complimentary of them.
Yeah, they were wonderful.
They were always just such wonderful people.
Great. That's wonderful.
So Dana kept, pushing, you've got to come over here. This is ridiculous. Anyway, to make a long story short, I finally did. And it was a very hard decision for me. And anyway, it's been since, I don't even
2004.
Was it? Yeah, you're
2004.
right.
Yeah, 2004.
2003 or 4.
But who's counting?
It's been, in the beginning, it was a little harder because we were smaller. So we had to work together more, and we work very different. We're very different anyway, and the way we work was different. I wasn't used to somebody. When I was at Bolton, I was kind of on my own and did my own thing, and then I came over, and Dana was kind of micromanaging.
She's being polite. She's like, well, he was kind of micromanaging.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, micromanaging is the right word. So anyway, we worked through it. We got more people. We kind of have our roles now pretty defined, and we kind of, our differences have become our strengths, and we really complement each other in this area. I mean, really, it's really wonderful. We're very fortunate.
Yeah,
I love that. So do you start clicking because you got larger, you got more people? Do you feel like that's when it started clicking for you too?
Yes, and we started putting more people in between us, doing different jobs that and Dana actually started letting go of a lot more uh, duties, and that helped. So yeah, it was the more people we hired, the more that kind of worked in between us, the better it got.
I mean, we did leadership training.
Yeah.
We both went through leadership training. We both went through counseling.
Yeah.
We continue to get family counseling just to make sure that we're staying on the same path. It's so easy in the world, whether it's the busyness of a company where you've got a vibrant culture going on, which we do at UWIB, or just the world at large. And then, gosh, right now, you superimpose in everything that's going on here. We have been very transparent in the struggles that we've had with our team members. And I think that we've empowered our team members to have problems of life and know that they're going to still have a place to work, even if they have to work through some problems,
That's comforting. That's actually comforting for an employee, somebody works with you, because it's strange times right now. Anything, emotionally, physically, anything can happen at a moment's notice right these days.
Right at the onset of COVID, we lost two close friends in New York who are longtime clients, husband and wife. The wife died first, and then the husband died. We lost several other friends and clients, and just this last weekend, we lost a dear friend, 40 in his early 40s, father of two. I mean, just a salt of the earth guy that we've worked with, who is a guy who's helped us with maintenance projects, painting, woodworking, and things like that. It's heartbreaking. This has been a really challenging year in so many different ways, business, personal, financial, everything. So
well, and for our clients, we are fortunate in our business as insurance brokers. We're an essential business, and we've stayed in business, and we've been able to employ everybody, and
good.
But our client, many of our clients have suffered, and so I think, this year in particular, and then now where it's just us, here at home, we're all remote now. We don't have the buffers. We have them, but they're not physically with us.
Right.
So we've managed to not kill each other. He was calling our dog. She's our buffer.
I love dogs. I love dogs.
And Millie, our dog, by the way, I'm sorry we're going off topic.
I know, I love this. It's great. This is so good.
She comes to work with. She used to come to the office every day. Millie.
Oh, let's see her.
That's our.
Hi, baby. Hi,
this
baby.
Is Millie. She's our baby.
Yeah. Our stress buster.
Yeah.
Not only does she come in between us like this if something is haywire, but she does this with the employees when everyone is at the office as well. When there's a stressful time, she can sense that, and she comforts everybody.
Well, no, animals, especially dogs, they're good at that. They really are good at that.
Very good at that.
Very intuitive.
Yes, very intuitive. So we don't I shouldn't say this, but if clients don't like dogs,
they still receive the same level of service.
Of course, yes, of course. I know what you mean. Like, we got it.
Exactly. That's right.
We got it. Yes, we got it. We love animal lovers. Just to say we love animals. Say we love animals.
We love animal lovers.
Yes, they're a good companion.
If we say nothing else here.
Yeah, exactly. But that's, it's a very good point, that because in this economy, because of the pandemic, it's been very strange. A lot of folks are really worried about their jobs. It's nice to know that their employer is looking out for them.
Yes.
Great. It's a great thing. Gives them at least some peace of mind in that area.
Yeah.
While we're just dealing with the everyday ebb and flow of what's going on, especially here in California.
Oh, right.
So, I was going to ask you guys, you guys are independent agents, which is a whole other thing too. So, how important is it to be an independent agent, especially at this time period?
Well, do you want to speak to that?
Well, you're involved in the personal line side.
Yeah.
Why don't
Okay.
you speak to that from a personal line standpoint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, personal lines in California, as you know, property is crazy,
Yes.
to put it lightly.
You know,
And
right.
I've been in this business a long time, and I've never seen it like this. So, in property.
Yeah.
So, being an independent agent, I feel, I mean, we're so fortunate to have, several markets to go to. Um, we not only have regular markets like the main, chubs, and I'm talking more on the high value side.
Okay.
But we have access to all the surplus lines markets, and so I think that, well, I always felt that we were fortunate anyway, to be able to have, you know a good amount of markets to go to for any of our risks.
Yeah.
Direct writers just have the one, really. I mean, I think some of them now have surplus lines, right? They go to surplus
They're
lines
getting
again.
creative.
Yeah, they're getting creative.
Yeah.
I'm
which
sure.
is
Yeah.
No,
great.
sure. No, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Terrific.
doing what they've got to do. But yeah, there's nothing like being an independent agent. I mean, it's the sky's the limit for us, really.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yep.
Dana, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't really think I can add much to that. I think that Gina really captured the value of being an independent agent is having choice, being able to provide a smorgasbord of options to our clients, and because we need to think creatively to help our clients solve problems, and that's what we do. That's all we do.
Yeah.
And to be and independence is interesting because it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, in my opinion, based on, you know,
Yeah.
if you look at the statistics, the number of small agencies is shrinking.
It is. No, it is.
Everyone is being bought by the larger agencies.
They
And
are.
so some people say, well, gosh, why do you want to be a little tiny insurance agency when you could be part of Hub or Gallagher or any of these other? I mean, believe me, people are knocking on our door all the time, and that's great. We're just not there. We don't want to cash in. We have things to do. We have more people to mentor, more people to pour into this industry. But being independent and small like this, as long as we have market access, which we do, gives us the ability to pivot very quickly, to be very nimble, and to really, really have fun doing what we're doing. And so that's
Dana, you just added to this conversation. Thank you. You said you couldn't.
Yeah, he did.
He did. You just added. That was a great answer. Hello. You just added to the conversation. No, because I agree. Because last year a lot of studios in Hollywood shut down. So I was part of several of them.
And we know about that because one of the areas in which we practice is entertainment.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I know that. Okay. Yeah. Then you know.
Yeah.
So for me, I was part of several of them. So now last year I became my own online network.
Wow.
So this is my network. This is what I do.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
James, as a small independent, tell us some of the advantages that you see for yourself.
Well, you hit some of them. It's that I'm in control.
Yeah.
So whatever I want to try for you as clients, as me as audience, whatever I want to try for the audience, I can do that with all the red tape of a larger network.
Yeah.
You just said you kind of said the same thing with the larger firms. I'm sure you have to go through what if you want to try something, you can't just try it. You got
exactly.
So if I want to put on a certain show or type of show, I'm the final word. I can try it and put it out there, see what happens, and if it doesn't work, I'm the one I have to answer to. I don't have to answer to going, well, James, that show didn't work out.
Yeah.
And you're right. And you can pivot and change easier.
Yeah.
And when something comes up, because there's less of you, sometimes it's easier to manage a smaller business.
Yes.
It's easier to manage. I like the family aspect, the homey aspect of a smaller business.
Yeah.
Not just for me, but for my audience, for you to be your clients, right? That they feel like they're being taken care of, not part. Some folks, perception is everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you say? Is it 9/10 of whatever? No, something else. Well, I'm mixing my metaphors, but perception is everything. And if they see they rather sometimes go to someone they can look at in the face and trust
Yes.
than just a phone call and a number and someone on the other line of the phone.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That's
And you're
true.
gonna get somebody different every time, but you'll,
Yeah,
you know,
you have those people who
Yeah.
want a name brand,
Yes.
and you have those people who want a handshake, a face-to-face of some kind.
yeah.
And that's great. And that's the beauty of what you do and what we do, is that there's enough to go around.
Yes.
There
You
is
know?
There's enough to go around. Right.
enough
Right.
to go around. But I
Yeah.
see, I like personal service. I guess I'm old school, or I'm old, I guess. I like personal. I like to be able to say, like you said, call my independent insurance agent, the same one, every time,
Yeah.
who knows has my files,
Yes.
knows the situation, knows, he kind of almost knows what I need when I need it.
Right.
I can come to them and trust them with my information, which is very
Yeah.
important these days, right? So
It really is.
Absolutely.
I'd
Yeah.
rather have that than somebody, again, being a name brand, which is fine. Name brands, it's great. But you don't know who you're getting. They're like, well, give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. So
Yeah.
who again? And what's going on? I mean, that happens all the time.
Yes.
And I'm not
Yes.
crap on them at all, but it's just kind of like, I like the smaller place. I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
kind of nice. And I think you can still affect positive change in the world, whether you're big or small.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We are fervent believers
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's why we pour into every single person that we work with.
Mhm.
We don't like withhold. We share our knowledge, our experience, our bad times, our good times.
Mhm.
And our team members are all very they're like sponges. They're great.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a great
We have a wonderful team.
team.
well, they always say, a friend of mine says, we all win when we all win.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I love that saying.
I like
love
that. That's a
I
nice.
love
Yeah,
that
I like
saying.
it.
We all win
All
when
win,
we all
Yeah.
win. I like
And
that.
that's it is. It's like, I have mentees that I share stuff. I've been in business 14 years and everything. I share information. They ask me a question about technology, I give it to them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, that's what you do. And we're all
Yes.
in this together. And seriously, there's enough to go around. It really is.
Yes.
A lot of people, it's enough to go around. But we want to give people, and you guys too, quality.
Yes.
We want to give them quality service. That's what this whole thing is about. What I do, what you do, it's all about that. Literally,
Yes.
you can't give quality
Yeah.
service you can stand behind, then go out of business. I just say go out of business. I don't.
Yes. Right.
And a lot of those do go out of business. It comes out in the wash, as they say.
Yeah,
It
it
comes out in the
does.
wash.
Right.
It does. It does. And I want to
It
ask
does,
you guys.
eventually.
I want to ask you guys about technology, because nowadays it's we're on Zoom. We had to learn Zoom. I had to learn Zoom. There's also these social media networks. There's this. There's that. How do you guys use technology these days in your business?
Well, I'm going to let Dana speak to that completely,
Yes.
but I want to say, for an old guy, he is really
Abby.
very savvy with technology.
It can be learned. We can learn. It takes
We
a
can
while.
learn.
I
We
will
can
tell
learn.
you that the learning comes a little more slowly and with a little bit more challenge today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But he has pushed our agency to really be on the cutting edge, I think, of technology. I know nothing about technology,
Hey.
but we've got some
You know how to use it.
but we've got some young people, really young, that have come in and just Dana had a vision, and they've
really embraced that
it.
vision.
So you can.
So the vision that I had was for United Western Insurance Brokers, our company, sometimes referred to as UWIB
or UWIB,
to be really on the cutting edge of the technology that's available in our industry in such a manner that we could compete with the big national companies. Because the big national companies have spent a lot of money on making their own software programs,
right,
or taking existing ones and adapting them so that they can do pretty cool things, like with client portals and online rating and collecting information from the web and putting it into their systems.
Analytics.
So I said, well, why can't we do that? And so I've partnered with our software vendor, which is Vertifor,
All right.
and a number of others.
I know them.
And we have, without question, and I mean, you ask around, we have some of the most cutting edge technology that exists.
Good.
We are blazing the trail constantly. Our employees are really gung ho. They are very aggressive at taking advantage of the technology that we have. And I'm going to share a quick story.
Please do.
At the beginning of COVID, many businesses really struggled. By absolute luck, but because of the young team that is leading this in our company, we were already all dialed in. We were already working remotely 2 or 3 days a week, almost everybody in the company. And so when the day came when it was like shut down,
Oh yeah.
all it was is, oh great, I get to work from home for a few more days.
Right. No,
You know?
Right.
And so we hit the ground running, and we had a wonderful 2020 from the standpoint of our productivity and our backlogs and our growth. You know, all of that I attribute to the fact that our staff were already accustomed to working remotely, and our technology was already in place. So we were very, very lucky. It wasn't anything that you and I planned. It just so happened.
Well, let me ask you a question, Dana. So when did you, this is great for people to listen to this, when did you realize you need to work on technology though? Like what year, what made it click for you that you had to figure technology?
I think, in all candor, I think that I have always been into technology.
Okay.
Now, another little known fact, when I came out of an insurance background, my dad at his insurance agency in 1952, was the first insurance agency in Southern California to adopt the use of an IBM system to manage accounting.
Wow.
Now, that's old. My dad was a pioneer in insurance technology, and I think that in a way I must have gotten the bug from him. So I can't take any of the credit. I'll give it to my dad, Robert E. Coates Jr.
Robert E. Coates Jr. That's Robert E. Coates Jr. That's right.
And Payne, you know?
So
it's a great organization.
Because a lot of folks are reactive, not proactive. Just in life. And like for me, same thing in 2019, I got a big settlement from something and I decided to buy all this equipment. I said, just in case, I'll just buy the ring lights and the cameras and I bought all this stuff.
Wow. Smart investment.
Right.
That is amazing.
But like you, I was like, I didn't really plan that. I was kind of like, you know, but I felt like it probably be important to do this. And I decided to buy the stuff that year and I had it sitting here. And then so when COVID happened, I was like, well, my home studio's ready. Like I'm ready.
That's right.
Fantastic, James.
That's
way to go.
Awesome.
Yes, but for you guys especially, that's a great thing that you had the foresight to be in technology and go, okay. So when COVID hit, you guys were already ahead of the game. It's just like you said. It's just like we're ready to go. We can continue running our business.
We had we got on a new phone system as well, like the year before. So we had soft phones. We didn't have.
We got rid of
of our
phone heads. You know
we
got rid of phones.
Wow.
4 years ago. We haven't had phones in our office for 4 years.
And that was very hard. That was a really hard transition and hard for our employees. But then when COVID hit, again, it was like, well, they didn't have phones, you know, it was just, everything was just so, and by the way, I was always complaining about the money we're spending on technology and all the equipment. It was like, this is ridiculous. But boy, I am so grateful now.
I know. And so funny. Now wait, so how's it managing the Seattle office? How's it? I mean, because you guys are here. How's it up there?
Oh, it's great. I mean, the thing that's cool about having two offices is that I mean, we also have a home there and a car, and so we can travel back and forth, stay there. The office is not that large, and it's in a good section of town, which is near UW, University of Washington. So it's near people, and I mean, it's just, it isn't hard at all, and we have wonderful people
Yeah.
manning our company.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
And we're excited. We love it there, and we're really excited to grow in that area, which we are growing. It's very exciting.
it is.
Yeah.
We've just hired another salesperson
Yeah.
who is in Idaho, and so we're really thrilled about bringing him on and helping him to be really successful. And
Yeah.
we do a lot of high net worth. I do commercial. Gina does personal, but the personal that she does typically is very high net worth. And so there's a huge opportunity in Idaho, in Coeur d'Alene, in that area, to
Well, and in Seattle.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, here's a funny part. So I have family in Spokane. So it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
I know
That's right, you're
all
close.
about Idaho. I know all that
Yeah.
whole area.
yes.
I do. It's a
Okay.
beautiful area. I do know that area. My brother and
Oh, wow.
Although I was visiting a client in Idaho not too long ago, and I was really kind of, going from Seattle to Idaho is like going from extreme left wing to extreme right wing. It's like oh, I wanted to say, wait a second, are they going to shoot me? I mean, I don't know. It was.
It's so true. I'm always shocked too. I'm always kind of like, oh my God, where am I?
Wow, and it's not that far. It's not that far away.
No, it's not. What I also want to touch upon a little bit is the Big I of California. So how's it been there for you guys over the years?
Well, I'll start with, I mean, and Jen's probably told you when we met Paul and Viv, I think you met Paul first through the Big I.
I did. I met Paul at a retreat at Alisal Ranch,
Yeah,
I think.
Alisal Ranch. And it was the Big I.
Yep.
And I think Jim Armitage was there. And I mean, there's but Paul, I mean, that's where they met.
Yes.
And then Paul introduced Vivian and they introduced the wives at the Young Agents Conference.
Yeah.
And that's where we really
So I think that one of the things that's kind of fun is that I was one of the original young agents in the state of California.
Yeah.
We created the YAC, Young Agents Committee. And now back in those days, I was about 17 or 16. And so the older agents who were over 21 would buy me beer. And, and it went downhill from there.
Exactly.
Some of you know that I stopped drinking about 25 years ago.
Yes.
Thank God. But until then, we had a great time. And I went through the chairs to become the president of our local association. I loved the camaraderie that was established through that. I loved what I learned from all the other agents that I rubbed shoulders with. And to this day, it's one of the beauties of being in an association. But for us, the greatest value, in addition to the great products that the Agents Association makes available to our members, but it's the lobbying effort.
Yeah.
The lobbying effort, I can't do that. I don't want to do it, but it's got to be done. And so to be a part of an organization that knows that where I know they've got my back, I know that they are going to be doing the right things in the right places to protect the sanctity of this industry. Right. That's important to me. And I think that the association just does a great job.
Yeah, all the advocacy and everything is very important. People don't realize how important that is. There's always regulation things always coming out. Some are good, some are not so good. You need somebody to look out for that, and fight like that.
Right, absolutely.
It's very important. So as I can talk to you guys forever. I mean, you guys are just great.
Well, you're very easy to talk with, James. Thank you for making this such an enjoyable experience for us.
One of these days, when COVID is over, are you near where Jen is?
No, I'm in LA. I'm in LA.
Oh, you're in LA. Oh,
You know,
okay.
come on,
Okay.
come on, come on
Close
over. I mean, I'm by LAX.
Oh,
I can do
yes,
it. I can run-
exactly.
come
Yeah,
on
yeah,
over.
yeah.
No, I'll come over. We can hang out.
Oh,
No,
you
I'm in
can-
LA. I'm in LA.
You know,
Oh,
we have weekly coffee break Zoom meetings with all of our staff members from around everywhere.
yeah.
You can join one of our
I'll
coffee
come on
breaks.
in. I like coffee. I'll come on in. I got fun coffee mugs. I got fun coffee mugs.
Oh,
You know,
awesome.
isn't it's important that we small agents really try to involve all of our staff members,
Yes.
especially during this
Yes,
time.
yes,
You know,
yes.
we got to find ways of reaching out to
Yeah.
them and engaging with them and letting them know that they're still important to
Right,
us.
right.
You know,
Oh, no, we do. We have similar things. We have certain Zoom chains in the
Yeah.
industry because we're all so separated right now.
yeah.
It feels isolating that
Yes.
we miss the water. I'm aging myself. The water cooler. I miss the water
Oh,
cooler. You know, I
Exactly.
miss the copy machine where everybody kind of gets together and talks, and you miss
Yes.
that. Whether it's about business or personal, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you miss that interaction. So the Zoom
Right.
thing
Right.
has been great. I agree with you. It's been a great thing.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys. Can I ask you guys? So going forward, what do you guys kind of see? I mean, what do you see for yourselves, for the business? I mean, any kind of final thoughts? I mean, I know things are up in the air, kind of, but what are you guys kind of seeing?
Oh, growth,
Yeah.
right? We have some great plans
She
for
said with a
growth.
question mark.
We have some
Growth?
great plans for growth. We plan on, again, the Seattle area. We really want to focus a lot of attention in that, and in that area. It's untapped for us, and so we're excited about that. And we like being there. We're staying here, but we do
I
love
love
being
Seattle.
here.
I love the Northwest. I know.
Oh, isn't it just beautiful?
Beautiful. I mean, 'cause I'm a huge garden. I have
Oh,
plenty of plant. I love the greenery, the
the
flora and
great
fauna up there.
when you fly in and you see all that green, it's
Yeah.
just like good for your
I
soul.
see green in a different way.
And that's good,
No.
Dana. And that's good. Others see it one way, you see it the other way, it works together. But
Yeah.
I know I agree with you. Whenever I fly over, like you fly over Portland, you see Mount Hood, you saw these little,
Oh,
and then you go in, it's all green when you come in. I'm excited. I love outside, so I'm kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
I agree.
No, we couldn't agree more. It's just breathtaking. Then you breathe in that clean air. Oh,
Yes. Oh, I know it's crisp and clean.
yes, yes, yes. It's wonderful.
So the future to us, we see a future of growth.
Yeah.
We see where I have been pulling back a ton, and other people, Eric Sherding, Josh Acosta, Sean Ortega, these guys are stepping forward in the organization and really doing a great job to lead it forward. So I think that Gina and I are looking forward to being there to support those people as they grow the organization.
And they're young and really technologically savvy,
There you
right?
go. You got it.
So that's exciting.
And they're nice guys.
And they're nice.
That's to me, that's even better.
Yeah, yeah.
I always say people
That's
should be
right.
nice. Nice should be the norm. I always say that.
Absolutely. It should be
You're
the
right.
norm. That's
Should be the norm. I love that. I did
it'd
all
be a
that.
better world, wouldn't it?
It would. So one last thing, because you guys are
Okay.
a couple, you each have to say one nice thing about the other as we close
Oh.
out. So whoever wants to go first can go first. You gotta say one nice thing about the other person.
Okay.
I'm going to say something really nice about her.
Yes,
Okay.
if you want to say something nice about yes.
Gina,
Mhm.
you are not only beautiful outside, but you're beautiful inside, and you're my best friend.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Dana, you are a great leader. You are caring. I love the way you care for our staff members and me and our kids and our granddaughter and our son and daughter-in-law. You're a wonderful, caring, sensitive human being.
Oh, thank you, honey. That's really sweet.
Oh, and we'll end there. We'll end there. Thanks, Dana and Gina Coates. I almost got tears in my eyes. Thanks, you guys, for that. I didn't expect that part. Like, okay, hello. I'm the interviewer. Don't make the interviewer cry. Like, congratulations on everything. Thank you so much. I wish more success for you guys and safety of course, in
Yes.
this time period. And yeah, when
Yes.
things get better, we're going to get together and have some coffee or whatever. Do
Let's
something.
do that.
That'd be great.
We would love it.
I would
We
love-
would
I-
love it. Maybe we can get Paul and Viv down too. That
Oh,
would be a
Oh
real.
man, that would be
Well,
great.
well, Viv knows how much I'm in love with Viv. I've always been in love with her for years, so she knows already. So
She is, yeah. We adore her. I mean, we just laugh. We just laugh every time we think about Paul and Vivian. I mean, when we're with them, it's just pure joy.
yeah.
I'm shuffling, Vivian.
Yeah.
Make sure they see this. Make sure they see this.
Oh, Vivian. All right, James. Great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
everybody, this was IIABCAL Voices. You can follow us on all the social media platforms at JLJ Media. You can go to IIABCAL.org for more details for all kinds of services that they offer and products, and also the independent agents. And then, of course, this podcast is on every streaming service you can think of, and on my online network, JLJ Media on YouTube. Everyone, please enjoy the rest of your Valentine's month. Share love, spread love, and go in love.